try to get the whole arena as much as we can. But then once he sets them up, like try to zoom in on him. And this is that easy. So we're on. We're good. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I gotta park my car. I'm gonna go move the truck over there. So zoom in on these kids here.
Good morning. Nice day here to start our show. I never enjoyed driving through the rain as much as I did this morning coming down here. We haven't had rain for about 3 to 4 weeks up back home. So I know it's unfortunate you have to deal with the rain during the show, but I am thankful for that. To start the show off here today with two Ayrshire Steers, the calf we're going to start with, he's just got that more of a medium-sized frame that I'm looking for. He's going to take a look at time. Good. And this calf's just fuller in the heart. He's carries a little bit more width when you get up over the top. He's a little more in the loin, and got a little bit more definition when you get to those hind quarters. Taking nothing away from the tall, rangy kind of looking steer here. He's well grown. Just got too much dariness to get above the steer in front of him today. Thank you.
All right, our first class, our Ayrshire Feeder Steer champion, and first place goes to Maddie Elliott. Second went to Kaylee Rowings. And reserve. Be getting your Holstein Feeder Steers to the door. We need class 1 Holstein Feeder Steer. Should be 3 in this class. Weight ranging from 467 to 510.
in our first class of Holsteins here. We got 3 really nice calves here. The calf I'm going to start with, I think he just has the advantage, and he just has a little bit smaller of a frame. He's going to take a little bit less feed to finish this guy. When you're talking dairy steers or we're talking feed efficiency, we want to get him to the finish line as quick as we can. And this calf, I think, just exemplifies that a little bit nicer than we have over the white calf here in second. Maybe just a little bit too much in the middle for me today. Doesn't quite handle his feet and legs as well as the steer we have here in first. And then the white steer over the third just has a little bit more condition on him today. A very correct calf here in third, but just going to need a little bit more time to put some weight on. Congratulations to the exhibitors.
Yeah, put your hands together for Seth Arians, first place, feeder steer. Second goes to Rebecca Rady. Third, to Alexis Weintraub. We're ready for Class 2 Holstein feeder steer. We need your Jersey feeder steers headed for the door. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our judge for today, Max Bolenbacher. He has a wife and 4 children at home, and that home is in Argus, Indiana, in Marshall County. They milk 700 Jerseys and Holsteins, and they show the Jerseys at the state and national shows. They also feed out about 200 Holstein steers each year. And for those of you thinking about needing a bull calf next year, they have a sale the first Saturday in April. And they auction off starter bull calves. So if somebody's looking for a bull calf for next year, head to Argus.
We have three different kinds of calf here in our Holstein feeder calf here. The black calf I'm going to start with. He's just got the advantage and the depth of heart. Really like the way he tracks out on his feet and legs a little bit better than our calf here in second. Maybe just like to change this black calf up, shallow him up a little bit when you get into his midsection. The white calf here in second, he's a calf that's kind of got the right look to him. I like his profile. I just like to get him some more feed intake, get him a little bit more muscle development to get him any higher today. And then our calf here in third, we just need to get that belly rupture cleaned up and give him a little time to get himself back together. Congratulations to the exhibitors.
Placing first in that class was Kaylee Rowan. Second went to Nathaniel York. And third to Jonathan Hodge. We're ready for our Jersey feeder steers. We have two single classes because the weight difference was like 200 pounds. So we're starting out with 446 pound feeder steer.
Just one entry here for our Jersey, but a really nice steer here to start off with. A calf that's shown a lot of promise. He's starting to get that condition. You start to see a little definition when you get in behind him. Congratulations for bringing him out.
Okay, that was Mallory Sinnott with her first place Jersey feeder steer. We're ready for class 2 Jersey feeder steers. We'll have one in this class weighing in at 653 pounds. Beginning your milking shorthorn feeder steer to the door. We will go back and pick our champion Holstein and champion jerseys right after we get the milking shorthorn feeder steer champion.
Another single entry here in our Jersey show. Just a steer that's about halfway to the finish line, and you can really like the way he's coming along. Just needs a little bit more time to get some more muscle and some product put on him, but congratulations to the lady for bringing her out.
Congratulations to Brooke Robertson for first place Class 2 feeder steer. Ready for our milking shorthorn. Weighed in at 655.
and our milking shorthorn feeder steer here. We have a calf that's really got a pretty profile when you get him out on the move. I like the design of this calf. Coming along really nice, just needs to go back to the feed trough and put some more product on. Congratulations to the young lady for bringing him out.
Okay, that's our first place. Milking Shorthorn owned by Rebecca Rady. And that's our champion milking Shorthorn as well. All right, we're going to go back and catch up here and get our 2 first place Holstein feeder steers in the ring. We'll follow that with our 2 Jersey feeder steers, and then we'll pick our grand champion feeder steer for the show today. So that's our next 3 classes. So we need Seth Arians with your feeder steer, and Kaylee Rowings with your Holstein first place feeder steer. And Max, it's your option if you ever want to see a second. Just let us know. We need the Jersey feeder steer winners to the door. And then we'll need all champion feeder steers for grand champion feeder steer. Well, we got a little bit of a pause here. We want to introduce our queens today. Our Putnam County Fair Queen, Regine Bowling. Our first runner-up, Mackenzie Taylor. Second runner-up, Emma Holzapple. Third runner-up was Jessica Hayes. And Miss Congeniality, Skylar Clifford. Really appreciate them being here. If anybody remembers long enough back when we had the show on Friday, we were lucky to get any queens to the show. Always appreciate their help. Okay, we're now showing for feeder steer Holstein champion.
Let's give all of our Holstein feeder calf exhibitors a round of applause for bringing some calves out today. 2 calves we have here in contention for champion. We got 2 different kind of calves, and when we're talking feeder calves, we're talking the opposite of what we bred these animals for. We're breeding to be females. We're breeding them to be the tall uphill run, the extreme dariness, lots of leg underneath them, and straight over the top. What we got to do is change that with the way we feed these calves. And so I think our calf that we're going to go ahead and pick for our champion today, this is a calf that's got the mock frame. He's got the shorter profile. He's a little bit wider over the point of the shoulders. He's got a little bit more loin to him, and he's got a big hip and a big butt to him today, and that's going to be the young man here on the end. He'll be a champion.
Hey. Congratulations, Seth Arians, for our champion Holstein feeder calf. You want to see the second? Okay. Kaylee, you want to stay in the ring? Kaylee, we're gonna bring yours in the second place in.
For our reserve champion, I like to always make my reserve kind of follow the type of the champion calf, and I think it was a close placing in class, and the calf that most goes with my champion calf is going to be our second place calf here, the young lady here with the white steer. Just that type, a little bit shorter profile calf. He's got that good design to him, and just showing a little bit more of his development and his muscle at this stage in the game. Congratulations to all the exhibitors.
Okay, our reserve champion goes to Rebecca Rady. All right, we need our two Jersey feeder steers in, and then we'll follow that with the selection of our grand champion feeder steer. So be getting all those champion feeder steers to the door. We want to recognize our ringmen today, Trevor Brandt, and also at the door helping out getting the animals up is Sam Fogel, both former dairy exhibitors.
For our Jersey champion, I think it's a rather close placing. You could probably talk it either way, but for me today, I think when we're talking in aspects of finishing these calves out, what they're going to look like when they're finished, we're kind of doing a little bit of an estimate, a little bit of a guesswork. which calf we think is going to get there first and which one's going to finish out the quickest, because that's the name of the game when you're feeding out these steers. And taking nothing away from either calf, but I think the steer for me today that I think that's going to have the benefit of that's going to be the young lady over here with the smaller calf. Just a calf that has a little bit more of the width and the advantage over the loin, a little deeper in the flank, and just like the profile, the shorter profile that this calf has. Congratulations to both young ladies.
Okay, that was Mallory Sennett with her champion Jersey feeder steer. Our reserve goes to Brooke Robertson. All right, we're ready for those champions to come back in. And keep the reserves handy in case we need them. But as soon as they get to the door, bring them in. We have our champion Ayrshire, Maddie Elliott. Our champion Holstein, Seth Arians. Our champion Jersey, Mallory Sennett. And our champion milking shorthorn, Rebecca Rady. Be getting those market steers ready. We'll be ready for our Ayrshire steers and brown Swiss shortly. They're both single entry class.
Let's give these exhibitors a real nice hand for coming out here for our champions. Going to talk a little bit about each of the breeds. Each of the breeds, you got different characteristics that we're looking for here. For our Ayrshire Steer, it's a really long-bodied calf, really straight over the top. Calf that's got maybe the most condition on him. Maybe just like to change him up a little bit when you get up over the shoulders and give him a little bit more over the loin. The Holstein Calf here, maybe the most moderate in frame when you're talking Holsteins. A calf that's got a great design to him. You like the look from him. He's kind of got that show look. Just maybe like to give him a little bit more product today. When we get down here to the Jersey Calf, it's a real nice Jersey Steer. Maybe just like to change him up in the rear legs a little bit and give him a little bit more time to show some progress to compete for champion. Okay. When we get up here to the Milking Shorthorn, just a very large frame steer, kind of steer that's going to take a lot of feed to get him to the finish line. So for me, I think it comes down to our two calves here on the end. We got the Ayrshire and the Holstein. I think for me today, just the advantage with the design, the more of a show style profile, and that's going to be your Holstein. He will be your champion. For our reserve champion, I thought it was close here. I think the Ayrshire calf here, just really solid calf. Just like to maybe shorten him up just a little bit to get him above our champion calf today. But congratulations to all the exhibitors.
Congratulations, Seth Arians, our Grand Champion feeder steer this year. And our reserve to Maddie Elliott. Congratulations. We're ready for our Ayrshire Market Steer. We got this calf weighing in at 949. We'll be needing that brown Swiss market steer to the door and be getting your Holstein steers, class 1 and 2, headed toward the door.
Real nice steer here to start with in our Ayrshires. Really like the design on this calf, really good on his feet and legs. Just not quite there in terms of being market finished, but coming along really nice. I can tell the young lady's done a nice job feeding this steer. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Eliza Watchell, our first place. Eliza Watchell, we'll get it right. We'll keep trying anyway. Our Ayrshire Market Steer first place and champion Ayrshire Market Steer. We're ready for a brown Swiss. Our brown Swiss comes in weighing 1404.
So you could also do another pay-per-view for this.
Just a single entry here in our brown Swiss, but a really nice steer, big front end, big hipped, steer that's just coming along really nice, not quite market ready yet, but he's getting close and really good on his feet and legs. The young lady's done a nice job feeding him out. Congratulations.
Congratulations, that's Aaron Robertson, first place, and champion brown Swiss market steer. We're ready to start our Holsteins, class 1, weight ranging from 715 to 812.
Okay, do you need to, what do you need to make another coach, I think? Yeah, we have more YouTube yet. I could make it fun, thank you. Show what I did. in the folder.
In our first class here of the Holstein Steers, three kind of different calves. These are calves kind of too big to be in the feeder calf show, and they're too small to be in the steer shows. We're just kind of in that midpoint in their life here. So the calf we're going to start with here just has the advantage in his feet and legs and his thorough placement. He tracks out a lot nicer on his feet and legs. A little bit deeper in the heart. Maybe just like to give him a little bit more product today. Calf here in second. I really like the rear end on this calf. To get back to the bottom or the back third of this calf, you'd really like that. Maybe like to change him up just a little bit up through the shoulder area, give him a little bit more depth into the heart. And then the big black calf here in third. Just a real rangy looking calf. It's going to take a lot of feed to get him to the finish line. But congratulations to the exhibitor bringing these out.
All right, put your hands together. First place goes to Maverick Garl. Second, Nathaniel York. And third, to Blake Reed. We're ready for Class 2, Holstein Steers. Beginning with Class 3 and 4 to the door. Weights in this class range from 874 to 952.
We got a real nice steer here to start the class off with. He's the whitest steer out here, all the way from his muzzle all the way back to his rear end. He's wider in the chest, deeper in the heart, fuller in the crops, and shows a lot of, starting to show a lot of definition when you get back behind him through the back quarter. Steer here in second. Calf is starting to show some really nice condition on him as well. Just maybe like to widen him out into the chest, change his throw placement, and have him track out a little bit nicer on those rear legs. A big rangy steer here in third. A really straight calf. Just he's got too much frame. It's going to take a lot of feed to finish this big guy out. But congratulations for bringing these out.
Okay, Joe Kirkham, first place. Second went to Alexis Weintraub. Third, Ray Weintraub. We're ready for Class 3 Holstein feed market steers. Weight ranging from 1,018 to 1,100.
Hold on, no hope. We need a little help, Gary. Gary?
Let's give this young lady a nice hand for coming out here. Sometimes you get knocked down, but you got to get back up. Congratulations. We're going to go ahead and start the class with her steer. Steer's just got the overall advantage in that front end. He's got more capacious barrel, carries that width all the way through to the rear end, and a lot nicer out on his rear legs than the steer here we have in second. Change this steer a little bit. He's roaching up a little bit when you get up over this top. maybe like to change him a little bit on his rear legs. But congratulations for bringing the steers out today.
All right, congratulations to Summer Cohey, first place. Vanessa York, second. We're ready for Class 4 Holstein Steers. Weighing and rate from 1136 to 1180.
Yes, so it's crazy how.
We do need your Class 5 Holstein to the door. Beginning your Class 1 Jersey Steers headed that way.
We have a real quality steer here to start this class. He's got that real short profile. Really admire the width that he has through the front end. Carries that up over his loin. When you get into the back quarters there, starting to show that hardness and product back there in the rear end. Over the young man steer here in second. Just a large frame steer. Again, it's going to take a lot more feed to finish this guy out, but congratulations. And you know, this is what to me defines 4-H, is when you have some older 4-Hers out here helping the littler ones to when they need help, when their animals aren't cooperating very well. So it's really nice to see kids helping each other out. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations to Clay Haddon, first place market steer. Second went to Connor Dobson. All right, bring in your class 5. We have 2 in this class, weighing 1402 and 1486. Might also mention that our first animal in the ring is our rate of gain champion for our steers. He had a rate of gain of 3.36.
Two steers here in our class. The steer I'm going to start with, he just has the advantage. He's the most market ready. He's the closest one to the finish line. He's got that overall width through the front end, carries it up over the shoulder, over the loin, and really has the advantage when you get to the hindquarters and the rear end on him over our black calf here in second. Calf here in second, it's a well-made calf. Has done a nice job feeding this calf. Just needs a little bit more time to catch up here, especially when you get back to the rear quarters. But congratulations for bringing these guys out.
Congratulations, Seth Arians in his first place market steer in the Holstein breed. Second went to Caden Purdue. We're ready for a Jersey market steer. We'll have two jerseys weighing in between 719 and 802. And we're showing for not only first and second, but champion reserve jerseys, market steer.
We have 2 Jersey steers here. The steer I'm going to start, he's a little bit closer marketability. He's getting closer to being able to send him in for slaughter and we get a little check from him. But he's also got the advantage and he's got more width to him. He's more correct on his rear feet and legs over the steer here in second. Steer in second, just like to give him a little more condition, change him up in those throws and get him walking out a little bit nicer on those rear legs. Congratulations to our Jersey exhibitors.
Okay, Alex Hope, first place and champion Jersey. And second in reserve went to Mallory Sinnott. Our last market steer class is class 1 milking shorthorn. We have 1 milking shorthorn entry, who will also be our champion, weighing in at 868. We need your champion market steers to the door to show for, well, we need our first place Holsteins first. Get our first place Holsteins steers to the door and then we'll show for champion overall.
Just 1 entry in our milking shorthorn steers. Steer that's very correct in his lines, straight over top, good on his feet and legs, just needs a little bit more feed to pack on the product before we can finish him out. Congratulations for bringing him out.
All right, then Matthew Perkins, first place and champion milking shorthorn. We're ready for our Holstein first place steers. We will need Maverick Garland, Joseph Kirkham, Summer Covey, Clay Haddon, and Seth Arian with your first place Holstein steers.
Let's give our Holstein exhibitors a nice hand for bringing out some real quality animals. Not a real large show, but a real nice quality. And you can tell these have worked really hard on feeding their steers and bringing them out and exhibiting them. Kind of have different calves at different stages of the game here. When we start here at the smaller end and we work our way up, you can kind of see, I think kind of the calves though that I like the moderate frame. They got to be really good on their feet and legs. I think that's a really important thing when you're picking out calves, is to get those medium-sized frame calves because it's not going to take quite as much feed to finish them out. And then Holsteins especially, they tend to get really tall and lanky, and that's just going to be to a disadvantage when you're trying to feed out these steers. They've also got to be really good on their feet and legs. If you're going to get these things up there 14, 15, 1,600 pounds, they're carrying a lot of weight. They're going to have to be able to walk to get to the feed bunk to be able to put the product on them that we're trying to get out of them. I think there's one calf out here that kind of sorts himself to the top, and that would be the reasoning. He's a little bit closer to being market ready. He's excellent on his feet and legs. Now I'll go out and select your champion Holstein steer.
Our champion Holstein steer goes to Seth Aaron. We'll pick a reserve here.
Like I said, the steer for champion, he's just closest to being market ready. He's got the definite advantage in the width that he has through his chest, and he carries it all the way to his hindquarters. I think the steer that most resembles him, and a steer that's going to finish out really well, but just not quite enough product on him yet, is going to be the young man right here. He'll be your reserve champion. Congratulations.
Reserve went to Clay Haddon. Congratulations. We will need all our champion market steers at the door. So Seth, bring yours on around. Might keep the reserves handy in case we need them for reserve champion market steer.
Let's give all of our champions a nice hand. Five different breeds out here for champion. I think the three, the Ayrshire, the Jersey, and the Milk and Horn, taking nothing away from them, but they're just a little bit further away from the end of the game than what we have here with our Brown Swiss and our Holstein. So in my mind, it comes down to these two. Two very, very quality animals. They're kind of similar in their shape. Big front-ended, big hipped. Really admire their profile when you get these guys out on the move. Really good on their feet and legs. I think it comes down for me to which one's more market ready today, and that's part of the game, is trying to get your animal the right time to get it to peak at your show. And today I think there's just one that's just a little bit more on its game today than the other one. I think the other one's an awful good one, but he's about 150, 200 pounds away from being there. I think if he had that extra weight on him, extra muscle, it would be very, very, very close. But today, our champion's going to be the young man with the Holstein. Taking nothing away for reserve, the Brown Swiss steer here, he's got everything that I'm looking for. I'd just like to give him a little bit more time to feed out and see what he looks like here with a little bit more weight on him. But congratulations to all exhibitors for coming out.
All right, congratulations, Seth Arians, our grand champion market steer. And reserve grand champion goes to Aaron Robertson. All right, we will take a 20-minute break. At 10 o'clock, we'll start with the scramble class and then proceed on with the bull calves and then our female show.